Hi everybody, welcome back to Fluid Fox Yoga. I'm Ree. Thank you for joining me for this short video. We're going to be looking at downward facing dog, in particular alignment and technique, and also I'm going to throw in some new variations for you to try and incorporate into your own yoga practice to help strengthen your upper body, your arms, your shoulders, and lengthen out your back. Let's get started. Okay, so starting in your tabletop posture, fingers spread. Index finger facing 12 o'clock. Wrists are under shoulders. Knees are under hips and they're hip width apart. Toes are tucked at this point and you're going to press into the palms of your hands and your toes and lift your hips up to the sky. Move your weight back. Adjust your hands here. Add a little bend in the knees and allow the heels to lift slightly. Press your weight back using the palms of your hands, your fingers and your fingertips as well. Take your gaze between your legs, chin is tucked, back of the neck is nice and long. Inhaling here, feeling expansion through the chest, maybe expansion through the shoulders. As you exhale, moving the crown of your head and your chest towards the ground. Keep the hips high, keep the eyes of the elbows facing in and just try and wrap your triceps under. Easier said than done. Inhale again. Exhale, soften the chest down towards the floor. It's also nice to walk the heels here, walking the dog, so you can take one heel off the mat at a time, just to loosen through the hamstrings. This is your classic downward facing dog. For our first variation that you can try in your own practice, we're going to go for a three-legged dog. From here, just send the right leg high. Keep your hips squared to the floor, pointing through that right foot, pointing your toes, feeling the right glute activate here. Continue to add a micro bend into that left leg if that's more comfortable for you. Left leg lifts, keeping the hips squared to the floor, feeling the left glute active, pointing through the left toes here, and again, pressing through both hands equally. Chin is still tucked, micro bend maybe in that right knee. Wrapping those arms under. By that I mean wrapping your triceps under and turning the eyes of your elbows in and lower. Second variation. We're going to go for a crouch or a squat. So again, pressing into all fingers and the palms of your hands. Start to lift your heels as high as you can, keeping the hips also nice and high. Start to lower the knees to a hover off the mat. As you do so, press into your hands and try and send your hips back towards your heels. This is your crouching downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, lower the heels as you come back to the classic. The third variation I want to show you is our downward facing dog on fingertips. So making sure the feet are nice and grounded, the heels can be slightly lifted, continue with that micro bend in the knees if that is comfortable for you, and just moving one hand at a time onto your fingertips, spreading those fingertips nice and wide, and start to engage your arms and return your chin back towards your chest. This is very intense through the arms and shoulders. Breathing here. And then lowering palms back down, coming back to classic downward facing dog. And the final variation that I want to show you today is downward facing dog with a twist. So keeping your feet firmly planted on the floor, hip width apart, we're going to press into our right hand and move the left hand off the mat, reaching it back actively towards our right ankle, so opposite hand to opposite ankle. If you can almost reach the ankle and start to turn your gaze under your right armpit. Continue to press through that right hand and try and even your weight between both feet. Return your left hand back and switch sides. Reaching actively with your right hand towards your left ankle. Start to take your gaze under your left armpit. Continue with your breath. Return that right hand back to classic down dog. I hope you enjoyed those down dog variations, guys. Give them a try out at home in your own practice and drop me a comment below with your thoughts. If you do a lot of arm strengthening exercises, it's always a good idea to just shake out your hands, wrists and fingers just to release any tension there. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more content from me, subscribe to my channel. Thank you for your support. See you soon.